A space on the internet where we like to dissect words and what they mean.
Let's talk about it. I'm your host, Sanpriest. Come kick it with me.
No, that's not cool. Okay. Relax.
Yo, what's good? Welcome back to another episode of Words Mean Things. This is a space on the internet where we like to dissect words and what they mean. And you know you can only find this segment on the CWF network, where we bring you big content in small pieces. I am your host, Sanpriest. I feel like I've been away from this mic for days. You know, I miss talking to my people. I'm gonna be honest with you. Well, first of all, you know, I love to ask, how are you guys doing? I hope that everything's going good with you in your life. You know, if it's not, you know, my motto, stand up, shake that shit out, because it's a new day. We're in control of our destiny. We're in control of our happiness. We do not have to feel, well, I can't tell you how to feel, but if you want to be happy, be happy. That's a choice that we can choose. It's a lot of chaos. It's a lot of things that are happening, but it's all right to just choose a brighter path, but also be kind to yourself and understand that if you choose to be sad that day, that's your day. Give yourself that day. Like, don't let nobody take that away from you, because we deal with our emotions differently, but we have different emotions that we experience at different times, and people are not aware to those emotions, so they may not handle you the way that you deserve, but it doesn't mean that they're bad people, but it doesn't mean that you have to take it. You know? Anywho, for me, I know I feel like I just mentally checked out. My creativity has just felt low, and I was just like, what is wrong? I even had to black out on social media. I just had to recharge, and I'll be honest, I'm not fully recharged, but I'm in a much better headspace. Sometimes when my world just goes into chaos, I just do the best thing, which is shut everything out, shut everybody out, and recharge. And when I say that, I still have my sources of people that I can talk to, because I think that is very important to have in moments like that. But there's certain things that I just don't discuss with everybody, because it's not everybody's business. You know, everybody has those type of moments. But in the chaos, I had to recharge. And I think that's very important for everyone to understand. Like, you have to recharge, you have to take time, and you have to make sure that you're good, because if you're not good, and I said this in my previous episode, well, you can't pour from an empty cup. If my cup is empty, I can't give you guys the best version of me. And I don't think that my cup is empty in this moment, but I definitely feel like I can still give you guys something that's great, because I'm in a better place. And that's what better time to record when you're happy. And I'm happy. So this person sent in this article, and you know I love to do little read-alongs. So I said this person as though it was not Mush. Mush sent me this article, and I'm gonna read along. Please bear with me. Let's get this thing cracking. Okay. My niece is 9. She has a problem with stealing. She steals from everyone, everywhere she goes. She is spoiled and gets everything she wants and never faces consequences for these thefts. All right. I'm already ready to punch her. Stop stealing. Excuse me. A few months ago, she stole a bracelet from my stepdaughter, just a few months older than her. This bracelet is very special to my stepdaughter. It was the final gift she received from her late grandmother. When caught and confronted, my niece tried to claim that it belonged to her, but she didn't like it, so she would just give it to my stepdaughter. Girl, the nerve. Every time she is at my home, I have to search her bag before she leaves. She will take toys, clothes, jewelry, anything. She robbed my kid's piggy bank. Damn. And she how old again? 9. Oh, no man. Oh, the plot thickens. Here we go. I have told my brother-in-law that I do not want her in my home because of her behavior. He brings her over with no warning and she steals. He tried to bring her over today. I finally turned her away. I said, I am sorry, but until my niece can follow the rules of my home and respect others' belongings, she is not welcome in my home. And I closed the door. I'm trying not to be tickled, but just imagine going off. And I'm assuming that the little girl is right there. This bitch can't come in my house because she steals. Oh, excuse me. I should not have called her a bitch. I don't know this girl, and that is disrespectful on my behalf. I respect all women, children indeed. But that's just how I talk to my friends. Get over it. I'm just kidding. Excuse me. So my brother-in-law is livid. He said it was cruel to say that, especially in front of her. So she was there. Little klepto. My husband said that he wishes I hadn't felt like I needed to say it, but he understands why I did. He's currently dealing with the fallout. Several relatives have texted him asking for our side of the story. My husband has been telling them exactly what I said and why. Some of them think I crossed the line and was too mean to a child. Others are on my side. So, world, strangers, what do you think? Am I wrong? So you have this non-Euro who comes to my house unannounced simply because her brother states she stated her brother just pops up and just drops this child off. First of all, you're not about to pop up to my location and drop anything off except a gift. Let's start there. You're dropping off a gift. You can drop off groceries. You can drop off a lot of things that I can digest. A child, I cannot. So no. You will not just randomly pop up and drop your child off, because you will get one time, and I will allow you to understand that this is not okay. Politely. I will say it very politely, but you will understand. Because in my politeness, there comes a uncomfortability at times, and I know that this is to be true, but I cannot help it. It's just I don't like being mean anymore. I don't like being aggressive. I feel like that's just not how you solve problems. So yes, if you pop up with your child one time, I'm gonna let you know that that's not okay. And moving on, like. I do feel that she could have handled this situation not in front of the child. Maybe even say, hey, I need to even let them in, and she could have said, hey, I really gotta be honest with you, bro. Your daughter cannot stay here because she steals, and I know that that's your angel, but this is my property, and I can choose who I want to bring in here. And she didn't have to do it in front of the daughter. But then on the other hand, I'm just like, the girl needed to hear it. Stop stealing. Like, this is not yours. You don't got no job. You 9. What you out here doing, hair? No, you're not working. You're taking. Taking is bad. In other countries, little girl, your little hand would be chopped off. You wouldn't have nothing to steal with. What you gonna steal with, nubs? You can't do that. So yes, I like if she wants. It's the old saying that I always heard. I guess I am more lenient to the fact that I agree with what this woman did, because I came up with a polite solution as to what she could have done. But seeing that I do not want my things stolen from me, I'm back on the route with her. Like, I think she handled it great. The little girl needed to hear it. I was about to say an old saying and I forgot it. Damn. It was good. Let me take a moment. So I forgot it. But anyways, the little girl, like I'm the more I start to think about it, I really am on board with this woman saying what she had to say in front of not only her dad, who drops me off. I'm saying me as if I'm the girl, but drops the little girl off unannounced. But this also is an issue for the little girl, because she needs to understand that you are a thief. Thieves are not welcome in my home. I love you to death because you're a family, but until you understand that I see you stealing and I don't like it, then you're not welcome in my home. And you need to know, as a 9-year-old adult, because you're doing adult shit, I'm going to treat you like an adult. You're banned. What? Oh, I think I found it. Old people used to say, well, if you want to do adult stuff, then you got to face adult consequences. I watered that down so poorly. But you guys understand what I was trying to say. If you want to act like, if you want to be grown, I'll treat you like you grown. That's it. Like, yeah, I'm going to treat you like you grown. Back up. You are not allowed in my house. If you feel embarrassed, if you feel I hurt your feelings, too bad. Stop stealing. You're at an age where you know right from wrong. You know when something, if something is hot or cold, you know right from wrong. I get it. We make mistakes as humans, but this is not a mistake. This is a pattern. This is something that you have to want to fix and stop doing. You know, I feel like all bad habits can change if the person genuinely wants to change. I feel like that can be applied to love, because sometimes we find those right people that we just fall in love with and we want to be a better people for them. This little girl has to love and respect my house in order for her to grow, because stealing is not right here. And also, father, why aren't you getting your daughter together? I know you know she steal, because if she's stealing from them, she's stealing from you too. You just okay with it because it's just like, oh no, that's my baby girl. My baby girl can't do nothing wrong. Shit. Y'all have to take those love blinders off of y'all eyes too. Your daughter is a thief. A thief, I tell you, a thief. And you cannot overlook that. Like now, first of all, it's an honor and a privilege that your sister is opening this door to you to drop your daughter off whenever you feel like it. Because again, if it were me, no. I don't like people just popping up at my house. I do not. My house is open for events and gatherings occasionally, I don't mind drop-ins. But as far as an everyday thing, hell no. Or just to whenever I want to, hell no. Because I've worked hard for my privacy and my space. If it's an emergency, I make myself available. Yes, that's what friends do. But I have to protect my space. And if I keep letting all of these energies in and out, I'm going to be off. And I refuse to be off just because you want to pop up. No. So take that as a privilege, sir, that you have a sister who wants to genuinely, she doesn't mind watching your child whenever you need her to. And understand that she is putting her foot down, and it's not because you're taking advantage of her kindness in regards to her always watching your daughter. It's the fact that your daughter is disrespecting her in her home by stealing things that do not belong to her. And instead of reaching out to me to get an understanding, you are now telling the family, oh, she done said this in front of my daughter. The people that's agreeing with your sister are the people who your daughter probably stole from too. Yeah, I can see him now. Yeah, that little thief done stole from me too. Let me type in agreements that she is not wrong, because I'll be the first one to say she stole my shit too. Send your daddy the receipt. And I know he better be able to pay for it too, because he ain't gonna hear the end of it. She ain't gonna hear it. She'll be 32. And she still won't hear the end of it. I won't trust her with nothing. You can't steal from me, and I find out. Even if I don't find out, because the Lord watches over me. But still, if I find out and you stole from me, that's nothing I can never forgive. Let me say I can't forgive. I can forgive, but I won't trust you around none of my shit. You won't even be welcomed into my home or my car. So for her, she Even the little girl got it good because all she asked is for her to respect her home and her things, and she did it with just y'all three. You brought other people into this. Now the spotlight is on your family because you didn't know how to be a man and just have an adult conversation with your sister and your daughter, who come on, let's be honest, is a klepto. You know that girl steal. You out here trying to be hurt because you probably had a date and your sister messed up your date because you couldn't get rid of your daughter that day. Like what's the backstory? Because again, I do believe that this dad knows that his daughter is a klepto. Clap. You know, he has to know. That's just like all parents know the bad habits of their children. Sometimes they just choose not to address it because they allow room for them to bring it to them, because sometimes parents know that if I say something about it, it makes them uncomfortable and they'll automatically lie. Don't lie to me, just bring it to me. Let's handle this together. And he knows she a thief. I'm over here trying to figure out a way to word this, but he knows she's a thief. And there has to be a deeper connection to this because, again, you're that upset over something that your sister called your daughter out for doing that you guys both understand that she does. I know that sounds confusing, but it makes sense to me. The moral of the story is she's a thief. I think that's going to be the running theme for the rest of this podcast. She is a thief. Fix the thief. Stop sweeping shit under the rug. Stop, because if she's 9, this is the perfect time to break that habit. Scare her. Set her up. Take her to your grandma's house and put something that you know she gonna steal. Put a camera on, or no. Make it even more embarrassing or scary. Go to a jewelry store, set this whole thing up, and see if she'll, and like make it real presentable for her to want to steal it. And as soon as she grab it, have security there, and they take her in the back room and tell her she's gonna go to prison and all of this stuff. Scare the shit out of her. I know parents at home like, no, that is so traumatic. You ain't beat her. I actually don't want to whoop my kids. I know that's a conversation for another day, but shit, if I can't whoop you, I'm not really trying to. I don't want to be the villain and make you afraid of me, but I definitely will set your ass up to understand that the consequences. What better way to teach a child? And you parents people who have children, you may not agree with this, but this is just my point of view. You don't have to like it. But what better way to train a child by letting them know and experience a controlled tactic. Like, you're not controlling them, but you're basically allowing them to experience what it will feel like if they actually got caught doing something that you know is illegal, and they really don't have, they don't go to jail. You take them home afterwards. I think that's okay. Then I can sit in the front seat of my car and like, so what did we learn? Yeah, stealing is wrong. I can't wait to be a parent. It's going to happen. It's going to be great. My child's going to be smart. My child is going to be great. I manifest these things. So I would like to hear your opinion on this. I like I told you, I feel like I agree with her. I don't feel like she wrong. She needed to call both of them out in front of each other. That's my opinion. I would love to hear your thoughts. Leave a voicemail at 347-719-3350. And remember that just because the content stops doesn't mean the conversation has to. Follow us on Instagram at CWFP_. And while you're there, follow me at Sanpriest __. And remember, thousands of words are spoken, so it's important to remind people that words mean things. Booyah, we out. I really enjoyed you guys today. This was great. This was so great for me. This was great. Have a good night.
This is the CWF network, where we bring you big content in small pieces. Follow us on Instagram at CWFP_. Okay, bye.